Hello, my name is Slight, and this is a Gunfire Reborn solo Reincarnation 7 run on Tau. This run showcases why I don't play Advanced Depot. I think this scroll is one of the most poorly designed scrolls in the game at the moment. Consider scrolls like Skateboarder and Against the Flow, as well as ascensions like Ammo Extractor. Each of these are much better designed because they require the player to actually adapt their play and decisions around the mechanic. And the better that the player does that, the more the player is rewarded. Advanced Depot stands in stark contrast to these more interesting mechanics. It rewards the player for making fewer decisions, for playing in a more straightforward way. The drawback of the scroll does not even come close to accounting for the benefits on average, and that's not even including in the extreme cases where it's very OP. And the scroll, speaking of it, and the scroll makes certain weapons and inscriptions absolutely busted, with very, very little interaction or decision making from the player. For a game as cool as Gunfire, to have such interesting and well-designed scrolls next to obviously poorly constructed offenders like Elemental Weave, Advanced Depot, and Spirit Feline calls into question whether the team knows what is working and not working in their game. And I'm not saying they don't, I'm just saying it calls it into question. While new players and mid-skill players can certainly abuse these scrolls for easier wins, these poorly designed scrolls actually serve as a long-term deterrent for keeping players interested in the game, because once they realize how consistently they can get one of the 5 or 6 OP instant win conditions in the game, then the game as a whole loses a lot of its allure. The reason that I got into Gunfire Reborn was how difficult those first 15 runs were, and how exciting it was to be unlocking stuff and getting better. They were brutally difficult, and you can see that in my Fresh to R7 series. That's why I chose this game. That's the hook that's getting people to play Gunfire Reborn. And it's the deterrent for those who are not interested in a difficult challenge. That means that your player base are people who want a difficult challenge. You'll see in this game, specifically, that I'm really struggling with my damage output, even though I have 2 strong weapons. I have the Fire Dragon and a Pupil. I'm having to abuse manipulation to get through areas, which is a dangerous strategy because manipulation is terrible against bosses. And if I can't kill the boss quick enough, it actually does get pretty hard in these high reincarnation runs. But once I find Advanced Depot, I thought I'd pick it up for science. I've had a lot of comments suggest that the scroll is not OP, but just certain combos are. But not only does it have OP combos, but it's like super boring to use. Watch how easy this game becomes in a matter of 60 seconds between picking up Advanced Depot, finding a peddler, and each peddler means that I get to look at around 8 to 12 weapons, and if any of them is a demon lore, if any of them has one of quite a few different inscriptions, I basically just won the game. The inscription in this run is actually the biggest offender. It's the plus 0.2 projectiles per kill until reload. This inscription is very, very overpowered if you can keep yourself from reloading, and you'll see that the damage that I have in this run is absolutely nuts. And all I need is Advanced Depot and any weapon with that inscription. Pretty fun and interactive. As a final note, I would like these inscriptions and the demon lore a lot more if Advanced Depot specifically wasn't in the game. At least with Skateboarder, Against the Flow, and Ammo Extractor, you actually have to pay attention to what you're doing to reap the benefits of the combo. This scroll is frankly a dark mark on the balance and development of this game thus far. It dumbs the game down, removing interesting interactions and complexity, and rewards players for this lack of complexity by reducing the challenge of the game instead of giving them the tools to overcome that challenge. So sit back, relax, enjoy the music, and you know the drill. I make these videos for hobby, so don't feel obligated to sub for me. If you sub for you. Also, I make it a point to answer any questions in the comments, so please, if you have a burning question, fire away. Until next time.
I'm looking for answers, but I'm blinded by the light. I'm lost in the music and I stay here for the night. I promise I'll be gone in the morning, out of sight and out of mind. Watch the night, let the light